Hey guys, Rachel here. So today I'm going to be talking about comparison and jealousy. I have a few notes written down, but I'm mostly going to be talking from the heart and my experience. The reason that I decided to do a live training on this topic is because I feel like it's one that's not talked about enough. I've seen a few people touch on it, and I've had my upline say a few things to me before, and I've read some things, but it's not a popular topic. I see a lot of people struggling with it. So, I'm going to start with the obvious phrase that a lot of people say, and that's well known, is comparison is the thief of joy. And I am not one to take that to heart. I know that Ashley has said that to me so many times, and I've always been like, yeah, okay. But honestly, it's true. Oh, my battery's low. My battery is always low when I do these videos. It's so annoying. But anyway, comparison is the thief of joy, and that is honestly what I'm going to be focusing on in this training. It's a thief of joy, and it's also sabotaging your business. So, let me look at my notes. See what I was going to say. Anyway. So, in the beginning of your business, when you first start out, and even in those times when you feel stuck or like you're not going anywhere or very discouraged, it is very easy to compare yourself to others and very easy to, look at the success that they're having or look at, all that they've accomplished and honestly be jealous of them. And it's really easy to tell yourself, oh, they are successful for X, Y, and Z reasons. And from personal experience, I've felt that. I remember when I first joined, my uplines were Ruby, Senior Ruby, going Emerald, all these wonderful, amazing things. And I looked at them and I was like, well, they're successful because they have a good network, or they're older than me, or whatever. They don't have a newborn. I don't know, whatever excuse I wanted to make. And I made excuses for them of why it was easy for them to be successful. I didn't see the months and years of work that they put in, and the sweat and the tears and the discouragement and all of that that goes behind being successful in anything, in any business, and especially this business. And when I would get stuck, at certain ranks, or, I didn't hit my goals, it would be easy for me to look at them or even my sidelines who started at the same time as me and say, well, they're successful because of this reason, because they have this rock star on their team, or because they are able to put in more time, or because they don't have to deal with this that I'm dealing with, or whatever it was. And honestly, it was all rooted in jealousy. I was jealous of their success and mad at myself for not doing the work needed to get to where they were. And so all that to say, when you compare yourself to others, it's really easy to get jealous and to make excuses and to tell yourself that they're only successful because of these reasons, and you can't be as successful as them because you're not like them. And that is the biggest lie that you can tell yourself, and probably the worst thing that you can ever do for your business. um I'm losing track, but it's really easy to look at them and to tell yourself that they're successful because they're a crunchy mom and you don't have that network, or look at them and say, oh, well, they're single and they don't have children and they can have all the time in the world to work their business, or they're not going through a divorce, so it's easy for them, or they're not dealing with a new addition to the family, or they're not dealing with the drama that I'm dealing with, or whatever it is. And it's so easy to get in that mindset. So I want us to work on not letting ourselves get caught up in that, and to really look at others and look at their success and say, wow, if they can do it, I can do it. And really realizing that everyone has their struggles that they go through. Everyone has their own stuff that they're dealing with that you might not know about. and you can't you can't make excuses for yourself or for them as to why they're successful and you're not. You need to focus on your grass and making it greener rather than looking at someone else's and comparing it, because that is going to steal your joy. When you look at what others have achieved and what you haven't, that's going to take away the pride in what you've done to get to where you're at. I could look at someone who started after me and say, oh my gosh, they're already emerald, sapphire, diamond, whatever it is. And I could get in such a place where I wouldn't even be proud of what I've accomplished. I'd be like, gosh, well, I'm only senior ruby, and not looking at all the amazing things that me and my team have accomplished. And that's not fair to myself. That's rude. That's rude to myself. And so don't let comparing yourself steal your joy, because honestly, and I'm gonna get real right here, with the success that some people have had, and even our uplines, they went emerald in 11 months, or if you look at Celeste Gwen, who went diamond in less than a year, or if you look at someone who fast tracked gold or even went gold in 3 months, and you're looking at that and you're like, dang, I must be doing something wrong because I'm not going that quickly. Let me tell you, those people are the exceptions. They're amazing and inspiring, and I'm so proud that, they've accomplished that. But that doesn't mean that that's normal. If you look at the bulk of everyone in this business, they have a little bit slower process, and that's what's normal. A business isn't built overnight, and we have to learn to trust the process. We have to realize that this is more about the journey, and learning more about yourself and who you are and leadership and learning than it is about just getting to diamond or whatever your goal is. So really, I urge you to stop comparing yourself, because it's not doing you any good. It's not doing the other person any good. It's not doing your team any good, and it's just going to steal your joy. So start focusing on yourself and start thinking, oh, how can I do better? I'm so proud of them and I want to be like them, or I want to achieve what they've achieved. And think to yourself, what steps can I take to do that? And if you want to approach that person that you are, inspired by, message them and say, hey, I am so proud of what you've accomplished. I'm so inspired by that. How can I do what you've done? Do you have any tips that you could send my way? And that's the way to approach it. That's the right mindset to have. So don't let yourself compare. Don't let yourself be jealous. And don't make excuses for yourself, because that's not fair to anybody. So yeah, that's really all I have on that topic, and I hope that this helps you, and I hope that you realize that, just because some people have a really fast start and, get to the top of the company faster than others, that doesn't mean just because you're not on par with them means you're doing anything wrong. So be proud of what you've accomplished, even if it's just getting outside of your comfort zone, or being consistent with the products, or, learning something. And don't let what you haven't accomplished in the past hold you back from working towards it in the future, because the past is the past and you can't let it control what you're going to do. And that's something that I've learned. Like, I can be mad at myself for not doing X, Y, and Z over the past few months, or not achieving, my goal by the end of the year. And instead, I'm going to look, past that and say, how can I change that for this next year, and this next month, and this next week, tomorrow? So yeah, don't let that hold you back. All right. I hope that this was helpful, and I will see you guys soon.